Oh, wait till you see the woman we came from.
You're wonderful. You're mine.
Here she is.
What was my saying to you? I always want you to do
Better than you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I was gonna say.
What?
The one she used to say.
What?
Okay.
What?
We're off the street and off the pole.
Keep it off the street. Up the pole.
Okay, I thought that's what you were gonna say. Never mind.
Okay.
She only said that like once. Let's talk, honey. Let me tell you.
All right, girl. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Give me some.
You guys are so funny.
Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on future episodes.
Yay, mommy's here. You're gonna get all the juicy details on what it was like to raise me and Malika.
Khadijah's always told me once you become a mom, you have a newfound appreciation for mommy. And it's true.
It's very true.
I know she would never want to be called any kind of superwoman, but I think if I could embody at least 25% of who she is, she was single mom that raised 5 kids by herself, and we didn't turn out too shabby.
I turned out well.
You probably better than me. I don't know.
No,
You're a better listener. I got in trouble too
kid.
much.
You did good. You did good.
I'm all right. All my mom has to say to me is that she's disappointed, and still at 36 years old, it rattles feathers. Ruffle, rattle.
What sticks out for me the most growing up with our mother is that I always saw my mom working really hard. And then she still managed to spend a lot of time with us. Like my mother would work multiple jobs. She's instilled how important a work ethic is and how strong a young Black woman can be.
There's nothing I can really say about that. That was just damn good.
Was it? Nailed it?
Yeah.
Don't tell our mom we said this, okay?
I was pretty bad. I was pretty bad. I embarrassed my mom enough. I was pretty bad.
Well,
I used to fight a lot. I was pretty bad.
Malika was a very angry child.
I'm just kidding.
I think sometimes when you have one parent, you might have a little bit of a void. So sometimes you would act out. And I think our mom did a very good job with handling Malika's emotional outbursts.
Isn't that a good name for that? It's a great name for that.
Emotional outbursts.
I got attention. I got a lot of attention from her for being bad.
Malika wrote on the wall once, "Everybody hates me in nail polish," and my mother never even did anything about it.
No, she didn't, but she definitely signed me up to see the new therapist. She was like, "You won't be writing on my walls anymore, young lady." I remember what that argument was.
I think our older siblings were making fun of you.
Everyone at the dinner table.
I wasn't.
Yes, you laughed. So you
Well,
were
I
involved.
mean, I might have laughed.
Everyone at the dinner table was laughing about my teeth because I was the only child that needed braces. There were 6 of us at the dinner table, and I was the one that wasn't laughing. So 5 people were laughing at me. There were just a bunch of little crooked teeth jokes going around or whatever. It was fine. My mom got me braces all as well because they're great now. I swear I recalled myself running away, and I don't even know where I went because it was outside, and by the time
You
it
were on the
started
roof.
getting
You
dark,
just sat on the roof for a little while.
I don't even remember where I went. And then when I came back in the house, my mom was like baking a cake or something. When I walked in the door, I had such an attitude. Mom was like, "Do you want cake?" I was like, "You don't even know I was going." Yeah, she tried to run away.
But you didn't even go anywhere that fast.
I didn't go anywhere. I was too, honestly, I was too scared to go too far. What you don't do is embarrass yourself or embarrass my mother.
That was the rule.
Ever.
Yeah, in public, that was the rule for my
You
mom.
don't ever do that, right? So one day we were in some athletic store, and Khadijah and I decided we wanted these Nike outfits that my mom was like, "No, you're not getting them." So we both decided to lay on the floor and throw a tantrum. And she stepped right over us,
And walked out of the store.
And walked out of the store. We're chasing her in the mall. She just left us. The cute part was when she picked us up from school, probably 2 days later, the Nike outfits were in the trunk. So
Boom, who won when we threw the fit?
in the end, we won.
This is our mommy. Hi. You're not going to do this to me? I'm your mommy too, you know.
I know she just took it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, anytime she usually says my mom or my mom.
Well, because I'm
anyway.
speaking for myself. That doesn't mean I'm implying she's not your mom, too.
Well,
I took the opportunity.
My mom.
aw,
Who's your favorite?
precious. Okay, here we go. She was first. Right?
Okay.
And
And
when
then
someone
8
is
minutes
first,
later, 8 minutes later, you came.
So I was your favorite first.
No,
Is that what you mean?
no. I'm just saying she was born first, but it doesn't
Okay.
make her your favorite.
Okay.
She, I was only expecting her, and so she was tucked away. Delivery room, they said, oh, there's another one there. And it was this darling little D.
Her second favorite.
I did it twice, 2 sets of twins.
Magical.
And I guess,
That's what had me scared in my ultrasound. I was like, you told me that I was going to be just like you. And then when they thought they saw 2 heartbeats, I was like, she said it. She put it out there.
Yeah, put it
She
out there.
said I was going to be the one that was just
that
like
would
her.
have been great, though. That would have been so great. Just to have another set of twins.
Not for my
That'd be-
first pregnancy, Mom.
My first set of twins were more, I don't know, it was something about, they were just serious, even as growing up. These two, just smile all the time. You know, just everyone, you know, someone talks
ahead,
to
we're
them and
goofy, Mom.
smile. And, you know, they were the ones that when people come up and visit, they always had a show to put on. They were good kids. This one was a good kid, but she had some things I had to work with. And yeah, I had to work with it.
And I'm still your
And I'm
favorite.
still
Whatever.
Malika, I had to tell her to keep her hands to herself because she,
I called it an emotional outburst.
yes. She would never be the person that would initiate any kind of physical interactions, but if it occurred, it's a knockout. And I would say
I
to
was
them,
a protector.
she was a protector. Yes, she was. Dee was the one that would just, you know, say, don't do that, sissy. Or, you know, she would talk, she would hit. She would talk, she would hit. She would talk, she would hit. So that's it's
the
just-
moral
of the story.
from Malika Khadijah. She said I would talk.
She would talk.
There you have it.
She had this one fight in high school. And I knew it was some things going on brewing up until that point. And it was so ironic. I thought about it. I felt a little guilty later on because I said she had an audition that day. And I said, oh my God, did they mess up your face or your nails? I was like, oh my God, what am I
That's
doing?
exactly
I was
what
like,
she
oh my
said.
God, what did I say?
She was not happy with me because the teacher at the school was like, wasn't she like your best friend at the time? or
Yeah,
something? She was like
she
the
was
principal.
the
The principal
principal.
at the school was my mom's best friend at the time. My mom was pretty embarrassed when they called her about me getting into a fight. But again, I was defending myself.
They were raising their hands as if nothing happened. They're answering the teacher's questions. They act like nothing happened. And she
I
said,
got in a fight and went back to class with my broken nail.
and was continuing with school.
But little did everyone know, I had told my mom about this girl.
Yeah, she
probably
did.
2
She
days
did.
before the fight even happened.
Mhm.
And I was like, Mom, we have a problem at school. And Mom's like, just ignore her, stay away from her, don't pay attention. I was like, she said she was going to cut my face. I'm just letting you know right now, I'm going to defend myself. In the end, Mommy took me to fix my nails and I went to my audition. We just moved right along. Problems have solutions.
Yeah. I think we did we go to Red Lobster too that time? No.
No.
That was the other time.
that
That was the
other
other time.
Yeah.
Red Lobster. Okay. That was one of the, it used to be one of their favorite places. She was the crab.
Still love it.
Growing up, as time would go on, they were the ones, they spilled their guts to me. And that's the part I loved. If they had something to say or something they wanted to share, they would come to me and tell me. Sometimes some of it I would say, ooh, a little bit too many details, but that's okay. And
Mom's always had an open
I always
door
had open
policy.
door.
Yeah.
I feed you, clothe you, you can stay. It didn't matter. And people would say, you already have 5 kids. I said, oh, I have room for more. I have room for more. I
I got
have,
that from you.
yeah, you do.
Yeah.
You really do.
My room
Because she
for more
loves
has been
that. Room for
animals
more.
recently, but I
Yeah,
think
but
we
when
definitely
kids
have
are
room for
around,
more.
we all have babyitis.
We do.
We do. We
Well,
have
I definitely
babyitis.
have it.
We do. We definitely have like babyitis.
Remember we had that station wagon, Mommy?
Oh yeah, I would
And
load
we would
up
all
kids.
just like load up in the
Load
back.
up kids, and you get the free tickets for the circus, and I just whoever's kid wants to go, just take them. There was always room for more because I've always loved children, my own and other people's children, for that matter. And I was part of the barter system. That they were in dance schools, they had free tennis lessons, they did all things because I said, "Oh, I'll teach aerobics if that pays for their summer school. I mean, their summer camp."
Yeah.
And if you give my son a job, he's 15, and also if you would, so if you didn't have the money always, and they went to a wonderful dance school and they had lessons and all that, but I would barter and say, "Oh, I have this skill, I can do this for you. This pay for their."
Yeah.
And this is how we managed to get a lot of things done,
Yes.
absolutely. But you had to step out of your element and ask. My mother used to say, if you don't ask, you don't get. I want them to have the experience of learning how to be out into the world, but I want to see what was going on, who they're with, where they're going.
Oh gosh,
And
we used
all
to
of
have
that.
to call you every hour. Do you know how brutal that is to have to call your mom every hour when you're just trying to hang out and have fun? So we figured out how to
turns.
take turns. So that
One
it
call,
seems like
then the other
every
So really,
other
it seems like
hour
you're
you-
calling every 2 hours, so you have to get home.
It's not that I didn't trust them, I just didn't trust the world with them. So that's why I was that way.
I remember when I went on my first date.
Oh,
Oh,
In-
you're gonna tell that?
I'm telling.
Oh, my
She embarrassed me. She was so nice to the young man when he came to the door. She introduced herself. She made him feel comfortable, offered him a drink or whatever. And then we were leaving.
Water, not
I'm
liquor.
like, why didn't she close the door? What is she doing?
Yeah.
My mother walks outside to this young man's car and writes down his license plates right in front of him. I was like sitting in the car like, she didn't just do that to me.
And
Like,
we thought that this was like, oh my gosh, she just did that to Malika, so she was trying to scare somebody.
no,
she
it's
did
something
this
she did.
every single time either one of us went on a date. I think one time you even had Chloe go outside and write it down.
Yeah,
'cause
I
you
said
were
Chloe.
making dinner.
Chloe, we were sitting in there, and Chloe was talking, and we were talking, and one of you were going on a date, and
I
I said, okay, Chloe, I'm not going to do it this time. You go out there and get it for me, honey. Go out there, Chloe.
And I was
She
like,
said-
what are you
she
doing?
says-
She was
She
like, I
says,
have to. Your
she
mom's
says,
making
she
me
says,
write
Mom
down the
told me to
license
do
plate."
it. She said, okay, Mom, and she goes out there and she writes it down.
not what
And
Brooklyn does.
Unbelievable.
I told one, I don't know which date it was, but one of them I told him, I said, so you're taking my daughter out and I want her to come back in good shape back or I'll find you. And he just did this, yes, ma'am. Yes,
I think she meant it.
I
I
meant
don't know
every
which one
word.
that was, but she
I
surely
meant
did.
every word.
What's the secret, Mommy?
Lots of love, unconditional love. We always talk about it. Having unconditional love. I remember telling him, I don't even know if you guys remember. I said, you know what? I'm having senior PMS right now, and you're having junior PMS, and it doesn't mix well. So I'm going to go in my room for a moment,
Yeah.
and I'll see.
Yeah.
And don't anyone knock on my door? I'm fine.
Yeah.
But just for a moment, I think just you have to have patience, lots of patience. There are times when I said, well, maybe I could have done more of this and less of that, less of this and more of that. But you do the best you can. You put your all in your children and letting them know how important they are to you on a regular basis, not every now and then when you feel like it. For me, I would say to parents, love them, love them, love them, because they're worth it.
We're
They're
pretty
so
much
worth it.
an example of a lot of love.
All my kids were very active. They were very active in school. They were active in, with them in the business. My son was playing sports on Saturday. So there were always things going on, and I would just spread myself. I mean, I can remember a time when I remember the first time Jamal did a little part. That's my son. At the time, I had to take him to work, and they were babies.
I'm trying to remember what movie that was.
That was
Colors.
Colors. He was in Colors. And so I made it very clear, okay, I don't I'm not leaving my babies. You have to have everything set up for my babies. So they gave us a trailer and, and everything was set up so I can bring my babies
You
with
just
me.
piled all your kids in it.
Yep.
I love it.
You hired one child, but you get the whole family.
And they were always okay with it. They were okay with it. You say what you desire. And if you don't say it,
Strong
no
communicator.
one knows.
Yeah. That makes
They-
me tired, Mom. Just
What?
thinking about the fact, like, I have 3 kids. You had 5 kids.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's exhausting.
Like 2 are the same
Just a
age and another 2
conversation.
are the same age.
Well, you know what? It's amazing what
It's good you didn't run.
when the divorce happened and all that occurred and he went his way and I said, we're going to be just fine.
Say that, Mom. Say
We're
that.
going to be just fine.
But look at that, the power of the tongue, because she said, we're going to be just fine. And let me tell you, we have been
Just fine. But they have to grow up. You have to let go. That was hard for me. Certain things I had to just back up and just say,
I think I'm modeling that now.
mm-hmm.
The back up and be quiet.
There's
You know?
something in the back up and be quiet, because I still remember till this day, like as if you said it yesterday, I trust you to make good decisions. It's very difficult to make a lot of horrible decisions when you know someone in the back of your head is like, I trust you to make good decisions. I would be getting ready to do something dumb and think about what my mother said. And I'm just like, here she goes again. Just never leaves
back
me.
of your head.
Yeah, like,
I'm like that little still voice in the back of your head.
And then sometimes I don't make good decisions and then I still have to tell her.
And then I look at
and
her
she
like,
helps me with a solution.
what is that about?
Okay.
So we can see you.
I say,
Who are you going to first?
oh, you're trying to start that again?
No, I'm not. I'm
Okay,
just
if you
asking.
start, no, you're, and then she's gonna say, well,
I'm
why
just
did you go to
waiting
her
patiently.
first?
I really don't
Oh, she's
mind.
practicing patience.
You can let her go first and save the best for last. That's cool.
Does she get that from you?
Doesn't matter if she picks me first. I'm still
Never
a favorite.
sarcastic.
Oh, please, you're never sarcastic.
Put the S in sarcasm, Mom.
And the-
Dramatic. Itchy and scratchy over here.
The best advice, what I could say for Khadijah, she does everything. I mean, she's such a wonderful mother. She's involved in every aspect of your life. When I look at her, I see, wow.
Don't say that.
Wow. She's amazing. She's an amazing mother.
Thank you, Mommy.
She's fun. You're just a lot of fun.
She's
And
a
the
lot
kids,
like
she's a
you.
lot, it's just a lot of fun. And I look at her and I go, oh my God. Well, she goes
You're gonna be the same
beyond.
way.
Oh, yes, you are. Absolutely. Yes, you are.
So what's your parenting advice for Malika?
We can just start
What-
with the pregnancy part since my baby's not here yet.
Give yourself time. Your body, your mind, even your prego
Prego brain.
brain
for
is
sure.
going, is working. I said, but just be patient with yourself and it's natural. Let it flow naturally. Because I feel sometimes she gets anxious about certain things that are
just an
going on with her
anxious
body,
human
with her
being.
body. And so you have to be patient with yourself. I'm just so thrilled about the baby. I have babyitis. Number 6 for me.
That's amazing.
Isn't that amazing?
You're gonna have 6 grand.
I love it. Love it.
Well, now that you've heard some of our mom's good advice, why don't you share with us some of your mom's great advice?
So comment below and let us know the best advice you received from your mom. See, she always does that. You did that last time too, and you could have just
What, are you
gone
gonna
with
hit
it.
me?
It was good.
You're gonna hit me?
I'm hot. I might.
I don't think so. Not smaller, just tighter. Just
Not smaller, I don't-
Not notice. Just like don't lose weight,
Bring
but
it
like
in.
just
Tighter.
get your
Bring it in.
midsection a little bit tighter.